October 13th, 1997. The 12th expansion to Magic the Gathering, we take the Weatherlight straight into the eye of the storm with Tempest. Traveling to the plane of Rath, our filthy casuals, alongside the Weatherlight's crew, make an attempt to save the Captain Sisay from the villainous Volrath. A larger set, Tempest released several notable and powerful spells for Planeswalkers' toolkits, including Wasteland, Lotus Petal, and Allurin, as well as introducing the popular creature tribe, Slivers. Our filthy casuals will attempt to stay aboard the ship heading straight into the Tempest, but only the strongest.
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets, alongside two professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you want to watch two clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not your power gamer racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series. Hello!
Okay.
I'm okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we are Filthy Casuals, where we will bring the frenetic energy to every episode, guaranteed. Oh boy. I'm excited about today, Colin. I'm excited.
Why is that, Kieran?
Well, my house is clean,
Wow.
so that's step one. That makes anyone happy.
Wait, is it not normally clean?
You know what? That's TBD. As Obama, my boy Obama would say,
Maybe. It's classified.
So it's hard to say. No, I'm excited because we got a little bit of we got to like take a look at Tempest, the set Tempest, which we're doing today, and it's a fucking stacked set, man.
Seems pretty spicy.
It's wild. Like, I just kept seeing banger after banger. Like, we'll go back. We'll go into it in the card set review. But there's 350 cards. That's the balancing factor. So there's a lot of good cards, but there's 350 cards. But
Yeah,
man, oh man, it's gonna be wild today, I think.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're kind of ping ponging back and forth between us for wins
A
here.
little bit. You got a bit
Or
of a
am I
streak
on two
starting
streak?
out. You're on two.
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot. I could hit my 3 again. All right. You gotta bring the fire. Bring the fire,
Oh.
fuck Colin. I want defeat. I
We'll
crave
finally,
defeat.
We'll finally bust out our big brain cone top plays.
Oh yes, there are some togs. The togs
Yeah.
are coming, and one of my favorite creature types of all time, which I will not spoil until we get into the set. But I think Colin knows what I'm talking about.
Donna.
Yeah, exactly. It's Jaws. Jaws is my favorite creature
Yeah.
type.
Kieran's actually really into sharks.
I love Shark Week.
Yeah.
Shark Week's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
All right, well, before we get into the set review, we have some exciting news, Colin. And that exciting news is that this episode has been brought to you by... God, I wish I could hold a Zevia can and just say Zevia, but I can't. I can't. Oh, anyways, it's been brought to you by an editor. I haven't edited this episode,
Yeah.
Colin. I didn't edit this
Sounds
episode.
great.
Maybe that editor will express themselves in interpretive
No.
dance on.
No pressure.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. No pressure. But the last episode wasn't edited by myself either. But that was a little get off the runway.
Pilot.
Little
Now
pilot.
Kieran has much more free time. And he's going to achieve his goals, his dreams.
It's true. Becoming a filthy YouTuber. Honestly, it saves me like 4 to 6 nights a month. So it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
Imagine all the shark episodes I could watch with that much time
Yeah.
on my hand.
You might not need to take time off.
I might not need to take
For
time
Shark
off.
Week.
For Shark Week. When is? I don't even know what Shark Week is. Is it
I don't know
like-
either.
Is
I
it
remember it being such a big deal as a kid. And now I'm like, I don't know.
Did you
it's
like
the
it as a
sharks.
kid?
I felt like I watched it the first like 2 years I heard about it, and then after that I was like, it just
Right.
kind of felt like every month had Shark Week,
Right.
and I was kind of confused. It became a lot less special.
We're getting wildly off topic. Yes, we have an editor. He's had to watch us ramble on about Shark Week this entire time.
Sorry, Joe.
Bless his soul. Bless his soul. But yes, we have an editor editing this episode. You know, we're testing the waters, seeing how it feels. You know, giving reins over to somebody else. But so far so good. And yeah, we are excited to be able to bring not more content at the moment, but more reliably released content. Which the last episode came out a little later than we wanted, just because, you know, we're trying to figure this whole thing out. This episode should be on time, I hope. And so you can expect more episodes in the future. We haven't figured out a schedule, like what day we want to do. We're just trying to figure out what's the best day. Actually, let us know down in the comments. What day would you like to watch Filthy Casuals?
Yeah. What day of the week are you like, damn, I really wish I could hang out with Kurin and Colin?
Yeah, exactly. Because originally we did Wednesdays, and then we kind of did Saturdays. And I was thinking that Saturdays would be good because it's a weekend and people have time, but maybe people prefer to do it after work or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got technically better statistics, numbers,
Yes, the YouTube algorithm.
YouTube values
Yes. So
on weekdays.
on
so.
the weekdays, that's right. So
Yeah.
let us know down in the comments. This is the most important question I've posed to you guys. I know I usually say let us know down in the comments, and nobody ever does. This is actually big. Like, let us know down in the comments what day do you want to watch.
For all you true Filthy Casual fans, you are not a true Filthy Casual fan unless you have a
That's right.
special day.
If
for
your
us.
comment doesn't tell us what day is your preference, and I see a comment without that, I'm gonna point it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point out and be like, what is it?
Wait, so we're gonna shout out everybody who doesn't.
Yeah, that's right.
That seems
Shame.
counterintuitive.
Shame. Yeah. But this ramble actually is okay for our time here, because unfortunately we're not doing shout outs today because of just the way that we're transitioning between editor and
we're
yeah,
a little backlogged.
a little backlog. So
This time only.
yeah, so we're filming this right now. The previous episode hasn't even come out yet, so we have no comments from that. But expect maybe double the comments in the next one. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, if we're gonna call everyone out.
That's right. That's right. I mean, and you know what? If you leave a comment down below saying what day you prefer Filthy Casuals, we will give you the ability to like and comment and even follow us, our channel. Like, we'll give you that ability. You can do that. So if you
Also give you a chance to be on an episode, just like Brett.
okay, well, let's not make lofty promises, Colin.
We might.
We might. But yes,
Your chances will increase.
they will increase. So I'm trying to do some reverse psychology. Like, if you comment down below, you can like it, the video. Then we give you permission to like and maybe even sub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub-a. You know what I mean?
What was that? Sorry.
No, nothing. Don't worry about it. All right, let's get into Tempest, and we're gonna blast off. Bam! We're right here on the screen, looking at the set here, Colin. And we're gonna try to blaze through this because this is a fucking huge set. 350 cards.
Too many bangers.
Too many bangers. I'm just gonna kind of go through. Colin, if you have anything you want to point out, just give me a shout. I already see the Oratog. Yes, I know. So we see Ultra Dementia, 2-mana artifact, sack a creature, player mills a card, equal to the creature's power. This is like a combo piece that a lot of commander decks use to just like end the game. It's pretty pretty gross when it's used in that way. Alurin, great card. I'm not gonna point out every good card, but there are tons of amazing cards. Oratog is a Colin card for sure.
Yeah, actual footage of me waking up on Monday.
Yes, this is I can confirm, unfortunately. 2 mana, 1/2, sack an enchantment to give him +2/+2. So usually the Togs like artifacts. This boy likes enchantments. Coffin Queen is a good card. It brings creatures back from the graveyard. Cold Storage, fantastic. 4 mana. You can pay 3 to put a creature you control, basically exile it under Cold Storage, and then sack Cold Storage to bring all the creatures back. So there was a land, I believe we had like the sequestered hideout or whatever. That was a land that did a similar effect, but being able to do this on an artifact is pretty snazzy.
Oh yeah, pretty powerful.
Yeah, we also have Corpse Dance, which is just honestly basically another Reanimate Dead / Necromancy, but it has buyback. So if you pay 5 mana, you get to basically keep the card and do it again.
Great mechanic.
Pretty crazy, and it's instant speed. Cursed Scroll is one that I didn't actually realize was a standout card, but on further research at Tempest, it pointed out to me. It's a 1 mana artifact, and you pay 3 mana and name a card in your hand. Target opponent chooses a random card from your hand, and if they choose the name card, it deals 2 damage to basically any target. So if you only have 1 card in hand, you're guaranteed to do 2 damage for 3 mana.
That's pretty sweet.
And you can do that every turn. To today's standards, this probably isn't that great, but in our meta, I think this is a pretty big one.
A reliable 2 damage source. That's
Every turn.
Renewable. That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. These are the rares though, so we're probably not going to get more than 1 copy of anything.
Earthcraft.
Earthcraft. That's yes, 2 mana. Tap an untapped creature to untap a basic land. So your lands or your creatures become mana even if they're not Lowland or elves. So that's
Sweet.
pretty sick. We also get the medallion cycle. So these are a set of 2 mana. I'll only point one of them out, but 2 mana artifacts that reduce the cost of a specific color. So they are pretty good mana rocks because effectively, if you wanted to play 2 spells in a turn, it will reduce both of them. We've got Grindstone. It's a 1 mana artifact that basically can, under the right circumstances, mill a shit ton of cards off your opponent's library. So that's pretty crazy. Humility. 4 mana enchantment. Each creature loses all abilities and is a 1/1. Some pretty good
pretty
white.
good.
Finally, white getting its comeuppance. We've got cards like Reflecting Pool, which are just good lands. You know, add 1 color of any mana that a land you control can produce. So that's pretty
that's
strong.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Golrath, which is an insane card. 2 mana artifact, pay 1. Choose any number of cards in your hand. You basically put those on aside, draw that many cards, and then put the cards that you set aside back on top of your library.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's really good. Yeah. We have a new mechanic in Sultari Gorillas, which is Shadow. It's a new mechanic for this set. Shadow creatures can only be blocked or blocked by creatures with Shadow. So they're basically just unblockable creatures for the most part. This one in particular is actually pretty good. It's a 3/2, and any damage it is dealt to an opponent can be redirected to creatures they control.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty snaz. We have Time Warp, 5 mana, just take an extra turn.
Back to extra turn land.
Yeah, I mean this isn't Time Walk, but hell, if we can get this. Another one that was pointed out to me that from the site that I used to look at the sets is Tradewind Rider. This card's so obnoxious. 4 mana, 1/4 Flying Spirit. Tap it and tap 2 creatures you control to bounce any permanent.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty
Jeez.
nasty. We got Verdant Force, 8 mana,
Classic.
7/7
Oh my
classic. Generate
I love Verdant
saplings.
Force.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's probably in a dedicated green deck, but it's pretty good. We got Winds of Wrath, another Wrath of God effect. Ancient Tomb, tap for 2 colorless mana and take 2 damage. And then my favorite creature type of all time, Colin. Slivers are here. Slivers get their first printing here in Magic the Gathering. And for those who are not familiar, Slivers are a creature type that basically gives their abilities to all other Slivers. The future ones just gave them to Slivers you control, so it was a little more powerful. But you can see here, Barb Sliver and Armor Sliver, they're saying each Sliver gains this ability. So if you can play a bunch of Slivers, they all get all the abilities, and it can become outrageous very quickly.
Crazy value.
Yep.
I want to do a shout out to Bottle Gnomes.
Bottle Gnomes is a classic card, actually.
I love Bottle Gnomes.
Yeah, there's been a few iterations of this. And then, interestingly enough, next to it, Charging Rhino is a card I played in a previous episode. This art, I didn't realize, is the actual art they reused for Kaladesh. And when I saw it in Kaladesh, I thought it was modern art. So it's kind of funny to see that they recycle art all the way back from like 1997.
It's just that good.
It's just that good.
Harrow.
Harrow.
That's a card that gets reprinted a bunch.
Yeah, Harrow. Sack a land, search your library for 2 lands. Yeah, it's good ramp. It's good ramp. This set's just jam-packed with good cards, even in the common slots, as we're about to see very soon. Lobotomy is a card that got reprinted in Ravnica semi-recently. Reanimate. This card is jacked, dude. Well, this is an uncommon, too. It's 1 black mana. Put any creature from a graveyard into play under your control, and all you have to do is pay the life equal to the casting cost.
Jeez.
It's 1 black mana, and it's not even reanimate dead. Like, if you destroy it, there's no enchantment to, like, be destroyed to get rid of it. It's stupid. I love this.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, if we can get if either of us get more than 1 copy of Reanimate, that is definitely a ban-worthy card.
Oh, yeah. They've reprinted all the circles of protection as well. The art looks really cool for them.
Yeah, I love these circle of protections are very cool, and they actually have circle of protection shadow, which is kind of cool. And actually, is as cool you stopped here, Colin, because there's Capsize, which is an insanely good blue card with buyback. I didn't actually mention what buyback is. It's another new mechanic from the set. You basically pay colorless mana, and when the spell resolves, instead of going to the graveyard, it goes back to your hand. So you get to cast multiple times. So Capsize is a 3 mana bounce any permanent, but for 6 mana, you can bounce any permanent and just have it Capsize back in your hand, which is very, very good.
Keep doing it if you have the mana for it.
Yeah, you could lock somebody out if you could do it enough times. Yeah, it's pretty gross. Lotus Petal is an insanely good card, and it's a common, so we might actually get play sets of these. They're 0 mana. They're basically black, like 1 mana Black Lotuses.
Still pretty nice.
Which is still good. Especially if you're playing an artifact focused deck or something. Like, these are insane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Goblins.
Yeah, we got some more goblins. They're called Mogs on the plane of Rath, which is where we are in Tempest. The Weatherlight has gone to Rath. That's pretty neat. Yeah, and so looking at the bottom here, I mean, we got another really strong sliver. Wing Sliver gives all slivers flying, which is really, really good. It's a classic one. But yeah, that's Tempest. There's a lot to unpack here. Huge set. Me and Colin are going to be fighting to get those play sets of the commons. We're going to be fighting to get more than 1 copy of uncommons, and definitely going to be fighting to get some of the rares. So, Colin, are you as excited as I am for this set?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it seems like these will probably be a lot of the new standard cards we're going to be running in our decks.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is going to definitely bench warm a lot of this stuff.
I think we're going to start to see a lot of the legacy stuff rotate out.
Yeah.
Just because there's just better cards for sure. But that's exciting because that means the games are going to be hopefully a bit more snappier. So
yeah, the pace will pick up a bit.
That's right. But yeah, you've got your Wheel of Fortune for Weatherlight, which is a pretty good one. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm excited. We'll see if we can pick up some stuff we missed.
That's right. What color are you gunning for today?
I kind of have an itch to play red. I had some ideas
been a while.
looking at my collection.
It's been a while since you've done a red focused deck.
Yeah, I think it's like, I mean, the first episode I did play Rakdos.
That's true.
This season.
Yeah.
I think that's the last time either of us played red.
I wouldn't mind getting red because I've been itching to kind of just try a mono red deck, to be honest, like just mono red burn.
It could just go hard.
Yeah, it would be pretty fun. So, well, the nice thing is it'd make for a short episode because mono red. If anybody's played mono red, you either win very quickly or you lose very quickly.
Yeah,
there's no in between.
The sword, die by the sword.
Yeah, there's very little chance for a long game with a mono red deck, which is great because you can just play it and be done with it. So, well, Colin, I hope you get everything you wish for and more. I'm hoping to get at least 1 time warp because I'd love to just take an extra. It's a card I completely forgot to mention. Is Wasteland. Wasteland gets printed in the set. I think it's an uncommon, and it's effectively a strip mine of sorts.
Strip mine 2, yeah.
It's strip mine 2. It doesn't target basic lands, but it can hit non-basic lands, which is like almost as good.
It's kind of like what you're aiming for with the strip mine anyways, right?
Yeah, for the most part. So yeah, Wasteland's a huge card in this set too. This set's jacked, dude. This set's jacked. Yeah. But all right, good luck, dude. I'll see you and Team Croft on the other side of the fence, and we'll duke it out.
See you soon.
All right.
All right, time to spin the Wheel of Fortune and see what we can pick up from the Weatherlight set. Obviously, just not looking for those 3 packs because they usually get us worse things. Last time we did get a Sylvan Tutor though, which is pretty good. Sweet. Looks like we got a rare card. Let's go take a peek at what Weatherlight had to offer us just to double check. I think I know what I'm going to get already. All right, so I think I've made my decision. I'm gonna go off my gut and gonna grab Call of the Wild. I think, green's been a color that's been building up and there's a lot of potential with this card. Just being able to like top deck big creatures out would be freaking huge. It also opens up a really creature heavy deck as well. So I figure why not give it a shot, apparently it's gonna come around again, so maybe I could start building around with it too, so I could fill out a playset. Yeah, just gonna throw a Call of the Wild in there. And we'll go right to our Wooburg's Wheel next, I suppose. I'll see you there.
All right, everybody. I'm back here at the Wooburg's Wheel, our favorite 5-color circular object. And Honestly, I don't really know what I want to play today. There's a lot of cool things going on. I had fun with the black deck last episode, but to be honest, I don't mind switching it up. Blue's fun. I think blue, you know, we got the brainstorms. We've got the, if we can get a time warp, that would be fucking sick. But honestly, I'd play anything. Like I said, mono red would be fun. Even white. I feel like white hasn't been, I haven't played white for a long time. So being forced into it would be interesting. Well, I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer. Let's find out what I get. Of course. I'm forever to be a blue and black control player, apparently. Today's episode brought to you by the color blue. Let's counter some of Colin's spells.
All right, so Wooberg's Wheel. Let's take it for a spin. Maybe we'll get red, like we were hoping. Maybe not. It's a single click this time. Ooh, that was actually really close. It was on the half and half between black and blue, but we ended up getting blue, which is interesting. Doesn't mean we can't play red. What makes me wonder, because I think red-blue is probably the funnest deck I played, in my opinion, was that crazy goblin one-drop deck. I wonder if there's a way to replicate it, or if I find something in the pack openings that totally makes me change my mind, which is what normally happens. But yeah, playing blue. Let's get into Tempest. Let's totally rebuild our collections of these crazy new cards.
All right, we are here at the Tempest deck opening screen, and we have 18 packs of Tempest to open. 18 packs, you know, I know we get a lot of cards from 18 packs, but in a set of 350 cards, having that box of 36 would be so much better for getting certain cards. That's kind of the fun of the series, right? We don't know what we're gonna get. But yes, we're gonna jump in here and generate the sets. Let's hope we can pick up some splashy blue cards. Wastelands, Reanimates, oh, that'd be so good. All right, let's jump into it. Pack numero uno. Unstable Shapeshifter is kind of interesting. 4 mana, and whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it becomes a copy of that creature and retains this ability. So it keeps changing, but you know, it's not the worst. It's kind of interesting. Dismiss 4 mana counterspell, draws a card. 4 mana is a bit much, but not that big a deal. And I wanted to point this out in the set review, but Heaps of Wrath is funny art. This is a ape with some serious attitude here. And it doesn't untap during your next untap phase when it attacks. I wish it had trample. If it had trample, it might be worth it. I don't think this is a very good card.
All right, so here we are at the Tempest screen. Looks like, you know, that moment in the morning when you turn your phone on and it blinds you. Anyways, let's open these packs and see what we get. Ooh, right off the bat, we got a Grindstone and a Sliver. That's not too bad at all. Also Choke, very big blue hate, which is kind of wild. Damn, Dracoplasm, a Shapeshifter here. 2 mana too. I guess the caveat is you need to sacrifice creatures as they come in. It's too bad it's not at like instant speed, because there's like some creatures. The one I'm thinking of is that Phyrexian one we opened a while ago, where you have to sack it pretty much immediately. But if you could somehow eat it and then make Dracoplasm freaking huge, that would be pretty sweet. Oh my god, who is this? Master Decoy. I love the art on that card. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Rats of Wrath seem so good. What the heck? 2 mana, then pay 1, destroy target artifact, creature, or land. Oh, you control. Sorry, the first time I read that, I didn't see the U. It's like 1 mana to destroy stuff off a 2-drop? That's crazy. Mon Conscripts is hilarious. They can't attack unless you summon stuff. I mean, with first strategy, we would be summoning a lot of goblins if we go back to that good old red-blue deck. Jet Medallion, not bad, not bad. It's a nice little 2 mana, black spells cost 1 less. Could get behind it.
Sarignoth is kind of fun. Protection from blue. I don't think we've seen protection yet. Basically, a card with protection cannot be targeted, damaged, generally affected by cards of that color. There's like an actual like list of things that can't be done. I'm sure somebody down in the comments will point it out, but yeah, Sarignoth, 5 mana, 3/4, protection from blue. Can't be blocked by, so it's unblockable if he's playing blue. And while it's being cast, it cannot be countered, so it can't uncounterable spells. I don't think we've seen much of that, so that's pretty neat. Got some slivers too. If we can build out our sliver core, I would totally be down for playing a 5-color sliver deck. I think that would be very fun. Although I might be more tempted to wait until the onslaught block down the road when we get more sliver support. We'll have to see. I do like my slivers though.
Of like little dinky guys, and then you give them all +2/+2 and trample. It's a good finisher. Very solid finisher. Unless it can be countered, there's usually not a lot someone can do about it.
All right, next pack. Okay, Pearl Medallion. That's nice for white. That's actually a really good card to have in white in specific, because white spells you want to play multiple in a turn if you can, and so this really facilitates that. So that's pretty nice. And Spontaneous Combustion. 3 mana, sack a creature, deals 3 damage to each creature. Yeah, it's okay. The Medallion's cool, but otherwise this pack is kind of eh. Lowland Giant. I wonder if Colin will see that. He probably will, because it's a giant. Living Death. I feel like this card's pretty good, maybe. 5 mana, set aside all creature cards in all graveyards, then put each creature that's in play into their graveyard. Then each player puts the card set aside into play. That is very interesting. So if you could stack your graveyard with like a shit ton of creatures and then play Living Death, and your opponent just had a couple creatures in their graveyard, you could really switch momentum.
Ooh, we got the Capsize. That's another good card. It's pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Interesting. Sandstone Warrior. 4 mana is pretty expensive. Oh, Squee. Hey, we've got Squee's toy. That's cute. So Squee is a creature that is referenced in many sets of Magic, I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure which ones, but this is the first one I've seen so far. Maybe not. I don't know. We'd have to go back in the logs to check. I'm sure the viewers know better than I do at this point, but always nice to see a good Squee reference.
Yeah, that's kind of a neat card. I don't know if we'll play it, but might be fun to build a deck around if we could get another copy. I actually don't hate Blood Pet. It's a 1 mana 1/1, and you sack it and get a black mana. So like, it's a creature, and you know, you can cash it in for black mana if you need to. So it's not that bad. Plus, it's a Thrall, and I like Thralls.
Nice. Got another dual land, a Boros one this time. Not bad, not bad. Good old Taylor shout out pending. You're the man, Taylor. Love you, my dude. Unfortunately, can't really play Boros this time around because I have blue. What's Boros plus blue, though? That's not Grixis, is it? Maybe Sultai? Something probably annoying. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll try to pull it off. The 3-color dream.
All right, another Living Death. All right. Okay, this is interesting. So if we could get enough mill to be able to just like mill the hell out of our deck and then cast Living Death, it'd be a really interesting way to shut out a game. Maybe a blue-black self-mill deck? Or even a red, like a Grixis deck? Because there was a couple cards in red that lets you discard cards in your hand to do stuff. Yeah, my gears are spinning on this one. I'm glad we got a second copy. Honestly, if we could get a third copy, that'd be pretty cool, but I'm not going to hold out hope. Also, I'd kind of rather get some other good rares, so I think 2 is quite enough.
MSC Tome, draw 2 cards, then choose. Oh. That's actually, oh no, it's 4 mana, then 5 mana to activate. That card would be so good if it just cost less. Oh, it would have been so nice to see. Ooh, Knight of Dusk. I saw these knights. There's Knight of Dusk and there's the white equivalent of the knight. This one is a destroy target creature blocking for 2, like swamps or black mana, whereas the white one was a 2/2 that had first strike, and I think you could give it protection from a color of your choice. So nice to see that kind of like counterpart stuff going around. Also, this horse is jacked. Holy, so many muscles. What the heck? Ooh, we got a Harrow beside it too. That's nice. I think Harrow is I love Harrow. I think it's a great card for ramping. And it's nice to see that green's getting more of that ramp, that spell ramp. It's pretty nuts. Flowstone Giant is as if Hill Giant came back from the dead. Oh my god. It's a little cursed, but maybe that is the Hill Giant replacement. It is a 4 mana 3/3, and it's back with a vengeance.
All right, next pack. Curse Scroll. Okay, very interesting. Ah, Wasteland. All right, this pack is jacked. This is a good pack. So we got Wasteland. Tap for a colorless. Tap it. Destroy non-basic land. This is gonna be an auto include in practically every deck we make moving forward until Colin bans it. Curse Scroll. Honestly, might be an auto include too in a lot of decks, just to be able to do 2 damage to creatures or Colin. Yeah, this is actually really good. I can't think of like a specific shell that would want this other than maybe like a burn strategy, but honestly, it might be an auto include in a lot of different variations of decks. So very cool to see that. All right, next pack. Apocalypse. Reanimate. All right, fuck yeah. All right. Okay, cool. We're almost. And Capsize. Oh my god, this set. Oh god, I hope Colin's not opening better than me. That would make me sad. We're almost at the halfway mark here, and yeah, if we can get another Reanimate, at least one more. I would love to have 2 of these in a deck with all the other black reanimation spells we have. down the line when we start to get really, really strong creatures, these are going to be really good because we'll be able to, like, you know, this is a way in the future, but if we can get Gristlebrand, for example, in the graveyard and then like reanimate it like a classic legacy staple sort of reanimator package, that would be super cool. And Apocalypse is a 5-mana sorcery. Remove all permanents from the game, discard your hand. Exile all permanents, discard your hand. Oh, it's funny, but man, it would slow the game down. I don't know. It is cool. Maybe one day. Capsize though, very strong blue card.
Okay, what's this? Nice, we got that white humility card. Nice enchantment, kind of like Suedo removal. Love to see that. White always needs a little help. We got another ranger. This card seems really good. But what the heck is this summon minion guy? It's a lot of words. Sacrifice Dothi Mind Ripper. Defending player chooses and discards 3 cards. Use this ability only if Dothi Mind Ripper is attacking and unblocked. That's pretty huge, but I think it's similar to some other cards we've seen, some thralls. I forget what they're called. Like maybe Mind Stab Thrall is what I want to say. I'm not 100% sure.
All right, next pack. I wonder if Shadow is a foreseeable strategy. Sacrifice it. Defending player chooses and discards 3 cards. Use this only if it is attacking and unblocked. That's actually just a straight better Mind Thrall. I mean, it's 1 mana more, but it's unblockable. That's crazy. Oh, it's not random cards, though. They get to choose. Interesting. That is kind of cool, though. I do like that quite a bit. And Boil. Destroy all islands. Fuck you, Blue. All right, we're going into the next pack here. Oh, Time Warp. Yes. Okay. All right, we're getting at least 1 copy of the cards that I was looking forward to. So that is very cool. Yeah, I can't complain. There's nothing else really in this pack. Lobotomy is maybe okay. 4 mana. Look at target player's hand and choose a card other than basic land. Search that player's hand, graveyard, and library for all copies of the chosen card and remove them from the game. That's actually kind of cool. That's like the first type of this effect. So we can go into Colin's hand, and if he's playing, like, let's say, a red deck, and we resolve this, we rip out his lightning bolt or his fireball, and then we go through his deck and we remove all the fireballs. So this is actually a pretty cool piece of blue and black sideboard tech, especially if Colin has some key piece of his deck he needs. And Time Warp, yeah, I'm not going to complain about this pack. Very, very cool. Oh, speak of the devil. All right, Colin mentioned this one, Selenia Dark Angel, while we were doing the set review. I don't know if it made the cut, but 5 mana, 3/3 flying, counts as an angel, because that's before they had types on Legendary. Pay 2 life, return him to your owner's hand. You know what? In a black and white deck, not bad. It can dodge removal, and it's a 3/3 flyer. It's pretty cool. This is cool, though. Stalking Stones. Pay 6 mana, becomes a 3/3. It's like a super big Mishra's Factory.
I like how there's also a card called Chill. Red spells cost additional 2 to play. I think I might have to put that in my sideboard just for the meme. Just like, hey, Kurin, chill. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Pacifism. Another staple 2 mana white card. Debatably better in some ways than the 4 mana Humility we got. But that is like a pacification card. Pacifism, pacification. But it's just, I still see that played sometimes today when I'm on Arena and stuff.
Harrow's cool. That's a good little ramp piece. And we're getting, you know what? The more wing slivers I get, I'm going to be very happy, because this is one of the stronger slivers to give flying. And so I'm totally happy to hold on to these till Colin gets swept by my 5-color sliver deck for like multiple episodes in a row. So that should be fun.
See, okay, this is a great example of why Hill Giant immediately got replaced, because this is pretty much the exact same card. 4 mana for a 4/3 giant, which is still 1 attack better than the other giant, even though it's the exact same mana cost. I guess you could make an argument, of course, for the 2 red, but man, you know, maybe it's a thing where Kurin got rid of the Hill Giants, but now they're just getting better because of it, you know? He tried to commit genocide, and now, you know, he's just instigated a giant evolution.
Next pack, let's go. Ooh, Allurin. I know this is a expensive card. I don't know if it's good in our format. 4 mana, enchantment. Any player may play a creature with casting cost 3 or less whenever they could play an instant and without paying its casting cost. Huh, that's very interesting. If we had more than 1 copy of this and there was like some reliable way to get to it, it would be funny, because basically you could build a whole deck around 3 casting costs or less creatures and then like a lot of card draw or something. And Colin's deck hypothetically wouldn't be built around that, so it could be a way to get him. He'd be able to cast his 3 mana or less creatures for free as well and at instant speed. But if our deck is built around it, who knows? Maybe it would be kind of fun.
Ooh, nice. We got a trade Wind Riders. That's the tap 2 creatures, or tap 2 creatures you control, return target permanent to owner's hand. Pretty powerful, but it is a lot of conditions for that to work. It's also 4 mana, so it's not going to be out that quick, but it could be very annoying because permanents also include lands as well. So you could just basically push somebody back a turn or remove something that's pretty integral to their strategy. Powerful card, powerful card. All right, I guess that's all our cards then. I'm pretty happy with the pulls overall. I don't really know what colors I'm going. In my mind, I'm probably thinking maybe some blue. I really want to do that blue-green stuff again, but I don't know. Didn't really work out last time. Blue-black is always a good option. Blue-red. And white is also getting some nice cards. So maybe I'll take a moment when I'm in deck building and try to figure this out and see what works with what. Yeah, see you guys on the other side.
All right, we're getting up to the last couple packs here. Let's jump into it. Ooh, okay. Cool. We got the mono green Elf Lord. Gives all elves Forest Walk and can't be the target of spells or abilities, so that's very cool. You know what? There's worse things to hit for sure, so very neat. And I think this might be our last pack. Oh, one more reanimation, one more wasteland, one more time warp. I don't know. Let's just get into it. Rootwater Matriarch, what? Gain control of target creature as long as that creature has any enchantments on it. Oh, interesting. I was like, this card sounds very familiar. This card was reprinted in Lorwyn way in the future, and I actually used to play this card all the time in my enchantment deck. I love this card. Yeah, I mean, 4 mana. Tap it, gain control of creatures that are enchanted. You can build a deck around that. Also, Propaganda is another card we didn't point out, and it's also very strong. 3 mana, and Colin's creatures can't attack unless they pay 2 mana per creature. So that's very neat as well. Oh, and we end with a Lotus Petal too. The question is Lotus Petal an auto include? I don't think it is. I think we really need to be playing a deck where this is useful to justify playing 1 of it. Even if we had 4 of it, I don't think I'd take up 4 slots of the deck for these. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Is Lotus Petal an auto include? I don't think it is. I think it's good in certain decks. Yeah, that is everything. I can't complain too badly. I got Time Warp. I got Wasteland, Reanimation. I got a lot of good one-ofs. And then we did get the 2 Living Deaths. So who knows? We could build the deck around that. Today we're playing blue. Could go back to Urzatron. I haven't played Urzatron, Mono Blue Tron in a while. It could be fun. Could do a blue and black deck. Could do something else entirely. I'm gonna have to take a look at what we have in the collection, but I will catch you guys on the other side with the deck.
All right, so who would have thunk we went back to blue-black, the double Bs, with seemingly some stuff we've kind of done before, but maybe a little more advanced. Basically, it's a very kill stuff, control it deck. We have our Animate Deads. We also added in a Reanimate. Is it a sorcery speed? It is a sorcery speed. A Reanimate as well. We have plenty of kill options. Basically, we found a full playset of Diabolic Edicts, which are 2 mana instant target player sacrifices a creature spells, which seems nuts, especially if Kurin starts pulling more of that Dark Ritual shenanigans stuff to get some beefy boys out pretty fast. It's a 2 mana punish that's pretty intense. It becomes less good in scenarios where there's like more swarmy decks or like lots of little things, because Kurin does get to choose which creature he sacrifices, or your opponent gets to choose which creature, or the player. Speaking of Dark Ritual shenanigans, we are going to do that. So we have Dark Ritual text with Soul Rings to maybe get some creatures out, such as our Gallow Braids, which are 5 mana 5/5 tramplers, the upkeep costs of 1 life, which could get a little dodgy. We also have our Morphin, which is another 5 mana 5/4 flyer this time, with 1 life upkeeps. Since we also have some kind of flux card draw tech, I thought I would throw in some Necrotogs. To kind of explain that a little bit, is our flux is each player chooses and discards any number of cards, then draws that many cards, then I would draw a card. So in theory, I can kind of carefreely bin cards such as Venerable Benefactors or Royal Assassins, or really any creatures if I have Necrotogs on the field, because it kind of just gives them ammunition. And then I also can bin them because I have, like, you know, Animate Deads, which are 2 mana, and Reanimates, which are 1. So these, you know, 5 mana costing cards could end up costing a lot less, which seems like a pretty sweet deal. I got some other weird cards that I wanted to play in here, like from the last set we did. I have Urborg Justice. I don't know how good it will be. It probably might be one of the things that gets cut pretty quick. We also have Dredges of Sorrow, which is 5 mana X, destroy X target non-black creatures and draw X cards. So it could be a pretty big pop-off with Dark Rituals and stuff as well, just fueling mana into that. Our sideboard, I realized that running blue back is a bit of a risk. We don't really have a lot of enchantment management, and Kurin has some very good enchantments. That being said, we do kind of have some anti-red tech. We have some anti-green tech with our Death Grips and Insights. We have Chill, because I said we would play Chill, just so I can say, hey Kurin, chill. We have some control magics in case, you know, some of our Diabolic Edicts start to become less useful. Some Ashnod's Altars, which this was kind of a last minute addition. I was trying to find a way to put it in the deck, but I was having a hard time cutting things. But I feel like these could be like really good, especially if all my bring back from graveyard effects is like sacrificing for me isn't the end of the world. And if I can get something big out fast, it could very well take the game. So it's another possibility. We also have some Mind Stones, just if we have to pedal it back and be a little more chill, just, you know, get some more mana in there. And then we also have Null Rods in case Kurin is going the artifact route. So yeah, the deck is pretty straightforward. Just get big things out at all costs. Hopefully I don't kill myself. There's a lot of lose health effects. Oh, last big note, obviously. Since I keep getting blue, I put all 3 of my Force of Wills in there, so I do have some get out of jail free cards if I manage to hold on to some sort of blue spells in my hand. So maybe even holding on to a Noble Benefactor in my hand just to activate a Force of Will might be worth it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll play, we'll see. Hopefully this Force of Will get me out of the blue curse a little bit and I can start, you know, playing some other colors. Yeah, guess we'll just hop into it and see what happens.
Oh my goodness. Alright, today's a weird day. Today we're playing combo, kind of? This is our first attempt at making a deck that kind of is more modern, I guess, in nature, in that most modern, you know, competitive decks, a lot of them tend to have these sort of win conditions that are like very specific. So like when you're playing in modern, for example, if you're playing a storm deck, you're trying to win off of Grape Shot, right? So it's like one card in your deck and you're trying to win with it. So today's combo is involving a card we got 2 copies of, Living Death. For 5 mana, we get to, both players get to exile all cards and creatures in their graveyard, and then sacrifice all the creatures on the battlefield, and then return all the creatures that were exiled back to the battlefield. So our goal with this deck today is to get as many creature cards as we can into our graveyard, and then play Living Death. That is the game plan today. And how are we going to facilitate it? Well, let's go by card by card. We have Millstone, 2 Millstones, 2 mana artifact, pay 2, and a player mills the top 2 cards of their library. So they go 2 cards from the library into the graveyard. That's what milling is. We got 2 Soul Rings for mana ramp, 2 Tormod's Crypts. I kind of wanted to play 3 of these, but we have a 3rd one in the sideboard. This is basically a card that we want to get to set up our combo, because if we can get this on board and then use Living Death, then Colin will have no graveyard. So we'll be able to exile all the creatures in his graveyard and he'll get nothing out of it, and we'll get all our creatures. So that's kind of what we have these in here for. We've got 2 Ashen Ghouls, a card that I've had to cut many times from decks. I've wanted to play this for a while. It's a 3/1 with haste for 4 mana, but you can pay a black mana and return it back onto the battlefield immediately. But you can only do that if there's 3 creatures above it in the graveyard. So that's why we're going to be playing this mill deck and playing this in here, is hopefully we'll be able to get 3 creatures on top of the Ashen Ghoul and then cast it for 1 mana out of the graveyard. We've got some big butts in the creature slots. We have 18 creatures in hopes of getting them in the graveyard. Catacomb Dragon is our first one. 4/4 for 6 with flying, has another ability that's pretty neat. We've got our Clockwork Beast. It's a 6 mana, basically a 6 mana 7/4, and can get bigger as well. We got our Dread Reaper, 6 mana 6/5 flying. If we play it from our hand, we'll lose some life, but that's okay. We've got a Shapeshifter, a 6 mana creature that when it enters the battlefield, you get to basically divide its power and toughness how you want, and can't be more than 7. So we can make this a 6/1, for example, or a 1/6. We've got a Shivan Dragon, 6 mana 5/5 flyer, haven't seen this guy in a while, and a Tolarian Serpent, 7 mana 7/7, and this guy mills the top 7 cards of our library every turn, so that's actually really helpful. For the rest of the creatures, we have a Hypnotic Spectre. It's just a good 2/2 with flying. 4 Mana Wars. These are actually very critical. When we play Living Death, if we have 2 or 3 Mana Wars in the graveyard, when they enter the battlefield, they're going to bounce 3 of the creatures that Colin just got back. So we're going to be able to slow his tempo down and push our own. We've got a Necrotog, which if we've milled a lot of creature cards into the graveyard, this is another win condition where we could just get in and sack all the creatures out of the graveyard, exile them all, and kill Colin in one hit. We've got Rook Eggs, really good reanimation targets, and when they die from Living Death, we actually get 4/4 flyers out of them, so this is actually still part of the combo. And that is our 18 creature package. Enchantments, we're bringing our 3 Animate Deads. I wanted to bring the Necromancies, but I had to make cuts. It was really challenging cutting this deck apart. Instance, we have Mystical Tutor. This is a way do we get to our combo piece Living Death. Vampiric Tutor, same thing. We get the Living Death. If we already have a Living Death in hand, these are just good cards to grab other instants and sorceries with. In the case of Vampiric Tutor, we can grab whatever we want. 4 Vision Charms. These are 1 mana utility charms. They can phase out artifacts. They can turn all of one land into a different land, so all plains into islands for a turn. But the main thing is they get a mill 4 cards from a player's library. So we will be using these to mill ourselves 4 cards. For our lands, we are playing a 3-color deck, Grixis. So we have our City of Brass, we have our Gemstone Mine, some islands, some mountains, some swamps. We brought in the Wasteland in case Colin has any annoying Mishra's Factories. And we brought our 2 Diamond Valleys. These aren't actually mana producing lands, that's why I have 20 lands. These actually just sacrifice our creatures, gain us life equal to the toughness of that creature. So these are good because if Colin has removal, we'll be able to just phase it out and put the creatures back into our graveyard. We also have creatures that we want in the graveyard. So for example, our Rook Eggs, or that's the big combo we used to play back in season 1 was Diamond Valley Rook Egg. So yeah, that should be a little neat tech. For sorceries, we have our combo piece Living Death. We have Reanimate, very strong reanimation tool. We have Recalls. These are going to be able to bring the cards we need in case we mill them accidentally. So if we mill our Living Deaths, these will get them back. Song of Blood, 2 mana, mill the top 4 cards of your library from the graveyard. For each creature card put into your graveyard, all creatures that are attacking get +1/+0. So this is a neat little tech in our deck. And in our sideboard, 2 Meekstone in case he's playing some aggressive big creatures. Null Rods if he's playing annoying artifacts. Another Tormod's Crypt if we feel we need it. Propaganda to slow him down. Capsize if he's playing a lot of like enchantments and stuff we have hard time removing. We have some counter spells and Force of Will and Memory Lapse. Memory Lapse in particular is pretty good because it puts it back to the top of his deck, and then we can mill it off of something like Millstone. Terrors, same principle that we've always played them. Apparently we have 2 mountains in the sideboard. Okay, that's not supposed to be there. That's okay. Our sideboard is 17, but if you take the 2 mountains out, it's 15. And a Lobotomy. It's a 4 mana card, and we get a peek at Colin's hand and exile a card, and then go through his library and graveyard and remove all the same cards. Could actually be nice to put in just so that we could get rid of creatures in his graveyard so that he doesn't get as much off the Living Death. So today we are playing combo for the second time right after we played Channel Fireball. This is blue, black, and red Grixis combo with Living Death. Let's see if we can go off and kill Colin spectacularly. Wish me luck.
Hello.
Hello. You may realize I have 62 cards in my deck.
Yeah.
Cutting cards is hard, okay? It's hard. Also,
You just
what?
got all those play sets.
Yeah, well, no, not even that. Also, the strategy my deck's doing, having a couple extra cards in my library, who knows, might be helpful. But yeah, man, how are you feeling about your deck?
I think this is pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. I'll say my deck is a little janky. We're continuing the janky train, but who knows? Maybe it'll work like last episode. We'll see. The clock is ticking, Colin. We have an hour and a half here for our match, and yeah, let's roll. Best of luck, my dude.
Ooh, got him.
You got first. You're first here, and it actually is on the proper turn here, so you can play it. I guess for mulligan points, Colin, you have 5 points.
Sweet.
Because you lost last episode, and I have 3.
Sweet. Good to know.
Oh, that is a interesting hand. Will you be mulliganing, Colin?
I'll keep.
You're gonna keep? I am definitely mulliganing this. I have 1 land and it generates colorless mana.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna mulligan this. Oh, this hand is not good either. So risky.
You got your mulligan points.
I do. I'm gonna mulligan again. So I'm down to 5 technically. This is definitely better, but still not great. I'm gonna use a mulligan point here to go back to 7. So I will take another mulligan, and we'll start back at 7 here. Oh my god, can I draw more than 1 land, Colin? No,
Those 2
is this
extra
so
cards.
bad? What? Yeah, we're going back to 6.
Oh man.
Alright, I'm keeping this. I'm gonna go to 6. I'll just stay at 6. That's fine. I don't want to use another mulligan point to go back to 7. It's not worth the risk. I don't think I need both of these. So I'm gonna put this to the bottom. Alright, it's your move.
Okie doke. Go to my main phase. I'll play Mishra's Factory. And then I'm gonna tap it for Soul Ring. Pass turn to you.
Fucking got him. Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay. You know, things are coming together with this hand, but Mishra's Factory is kind of annoying. I don't know if this is the right play, but I'm gonna play Wasteland.
Oh wow. Oh no.
Yeah, I opened Wasteland, Colin. I'm gonna sack Wasteland and destroy your Mishra's Factory.
Okay.
And with that, I'll pass to you.
Upkeep, draw, main 1. Interesting. I'll play an island and then I'll pass turn to you.
Ooh. Playing blue, all right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I will play an island as well.
Wow.
That's how it be sometimes. Kind of regretting what I put to the bottom, actually. It was kind of a mistake. I'll pass to
On
you.
your end stuff, I will brainstorm.
Fuck off. Okay, sure, yeah.
2, 3.
Did you know I used to have these in my deck and I took them out?
Brainstorms.
I took Brainstorm
What
out
the
of my
heck
deck.
is going on?
I didn't. Dude, I needed the cards in my deck. I don't know
Jeez,
what to tell you.
nuts. Put 2 of them on the top. This is kind of brutal. To do some quick math here. I think I'm gonna
Like, how quickly can you kill me?
untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, play swamp.
Okay.
This is tough, actually.
Oh, poor baby has 4 mana. It's tough. Is it tough, Colin, huh?
Hey, you did this to yourself, so you could have an extra mana right now. I'll pass turn to you.
All right. Ooh, pass to me. Wow. Okay. Play that control game. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. That is not what I needed. I liked your play so much, Colin. I'm gonna play a swap myself.
It's gonna be like that, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Okay.
Damn, dude. I'm very concerned. I'm gonna pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I might look like a madman if I do it, though. That's the thing.
You are a madman, Colin. We already know that.
I'm going to tap, play Flux. So each
Oh,
player
that
chooses
is a
and
mad
discards
play.
any number of cards, then draws that many cards, and I get to draw.
I
an
had
extra
this in
one.
my deck too, and I took it out. So thank you for playing it for
No
me.
worries. I guess priorities on me.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to bin a Dark Ritual and a Diabolic Edict.
Okay, I will discard. Oh man, I'll discard Rook Egg.
What the heck? It's playing 3 colors.
Yeah, we're in it to win it. I'm gonna discard Mana War,
Interesting. Okay.
and
Do you get the dragon
Fuck.
or the drake off the rook off the?
no. That would only be if it went from the graveyard to play. It's just a really old word.
Gotcha. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
That would be so good. Are you kidding me? If you could discard Rook Egg and get a 4/4 for free, that'd be
So
broken.
gross.
Yeah, I'll just discard these 2.
Okay. So you draw 2, I draw 3.
Okay.
I took the gamble.
Was it worth it?
Not really. Pass 2.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. That's a pretty interesting draw, actually. I'll play a island.
Yes, very interesting.
Yes, this is a very interesting play. Yeah. I'm going to cast Animate Dead, targeting my Rook Egg.
Okay.
And then I will pass to you.
It was a -1/3.
-1/3. Strongest egg. To be fair, I think most eggs should be -1.
They provide
fragile.
sustenance.
Yeah.
I'll play the temple. The word I can
Come
never
on, say it, Colin.
Nope.
Say it.
can't make me.
Sevilanite. Sevilla.
Very interesting. I'm kind of curious as to what you're up to.
What am I up to, Colin?
I truly
What's happening
don't
in the
know.
world of Kurin?
I think I'll just pass turn.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna play a Diamond Valley. The
Oh,
combo's
wow.
back, baby.
Capsack combo.
The combo's back, that's right. unfortunately, I don't have much else going on. I will... I guess this is a thing I can do. I'm gonna pay 3 mana and play Recall.
What's this do?
So I'm gonna choose and discard a card from my hand and take a card from my graveyard and put it back into my hand, and then exile Recall.
Oh, okay.
So you have to decide to counter it before I discard a card because it's actually not for cost.
Oh, okay. This might seem insane, but I'm gonna force a will it.
Interesting.
Revealing my-
Pitching Flux. Okay, so you're gonna pay 1 life and exile Flux and cast Force of Will. Okay. Fair.
Need that mana.
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna cast a Tormod's Crypt.
Ooh.
So I can sack Tormod's Crypt and exile all cards from target player's graveyard.
Cool.
Your graveyard's getting chunky, so I figure, you know, just in case.
Totally fair.
And I guess I'll swing at you for -1. I think you heal.
I mean, I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
Egg Flex. Pass to you.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1, I'll play a swamp.
Ooh, okay. Sing your vampire?
I don't think I have any.
That's fair.
I really thought I would like draw a creature by now. There's 14 in my deck.
I thought, I don't even know if your deck has creatures at this point, so it's kind of interesting that we were playing the same colors
Yeah.
and like...
I'm gonna pass. I'm curious to where this will go.
Okay, at the end of your turn, or I guess at the end of your main phase 2, I think Rook Egg is at the start of the end phase, so I will Diamond Valley Rook Egg and gain 3 life, and
Get a Rook.
oh, you know what I haven't done in a long time?
Cool.
I get the bird at the end of your turn, which is important. And then I will go and untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm actually, I mean, not a lot has happened so far, but I am quite pleased with the direction this deck is going. I guess we'll go to combat, see if you have a removal spell, swing for 4.
I have no responses.
All right, take your beats. And
It's got me on the ropes.
I've got you on the ropes. I'm gonna pay 2. You know what? Let's accelerate this. I'm gonna animate Dead the Rook Egg again.
Okay.
And seems
Actually,
awfully familiar,
I have a
Colin.
response to that.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I'm gonna pay the mana cost to Force of Will.
Okay.
That's just too much.
Okay.
I might be able to deal with 1. I don't know about 2.
All right. I counter the animate Dead, and I'll pass to you.
Untap. Okay, draw. Main 1. I think I'm going to play a swamp and reanimate your Mana War,
Oh.
bouncing the Rook
Okay.
back to your hand.
Okay. So you're gonna take 3 for reanimate cost, and then you're gonna bounce Rook. The bird I will sack to the Diamond Valley for 4 life. 27 is not a life total we're
I
used
know,
to
it's
seeing
kind
in
of
this series.
strange.
All right.
And then, how greedy do I get?
All the greed. Maximum greed.
Yeah, sure, why not? You've convinced me, Kieran. I'm gonna animate Dead your Rook Egg so we can hopefully put an end to these shenanigans.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Ugh. I don't like that in my hand. I don't like a lot of the stuff in my hand, to be honest. I'm very low on mana. I'm gonna start taking damage. I guess I have some life to play with. Oh, recall's exile. Oh, you countered recall, actually. Never mind. So it is in the graveyard. I'm going to pass.
Okay. I will untap, upkeep, and then draw. Going to my main 1, I'll play an island. Go to combat and swing in with the Mana War.
I wish I could be as cool as you with your 1,000,000 mana.
You know how I felt
I'll take
last game.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
Main 2. I think I'll just pass there.
All right, Mr.
Oh.
Counter Boy over here. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. My cockatrice. Oh, you didn't pass it back to me.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
There you go. Sorry about that.
Main 1. That's all right. I can't even play this, man. Oh, this hurts. I think I might have to do this. I'll pass to you.
Okay.
Might have to do this, Colin. I might have to pass to you.
Draw, main one. Interesting. Let's go to combat and run it back.
Take 2.
I'll pass turn to you.
Well, I don't like you having cards in your hand. Sure. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, that's not bad. Main 1, I will cast a Soul Ring. Does it resolve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, counter a Soul Ring.
I will follow that up. Counter Soul Ring. I mean, I am pretty mana starved right now. I'll pay 4, and I will cast an Ashen Ghoul.
What the heck is this?
It's a 3/1 with haste. It has a crazy art. It's a 3/1 with haste, and I can pay 1 black to return it back to the battlefield from the graveyard, but I can only do that if there's 3 creature cards above it. It has haste, but you have a Rook Egg.
I do.
And that is all the difference. I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'll go to combat and swing at you. Oh, it's not flying. It looks like it's flying, but it's not.
It does not fly, yeah.
I will not.
Underwater.
Guess it's like a jellyfish, so that makes sense.
You could trade with me if you want.
Don't really want this back in your graveyard based off what I've seen.
That is fair. That is fair. Especially because I could bounce your Rook Egg back to my hand.
Yeah. So I guess I'll go to main 2, and then I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play a Gallow Braid. So it's a 5/5 with a trample, but it has a cumulative upkeep of 1 life.
Big cumulative upkeep. Okay. Okay. You're at 12.
Yeah.
Let's see how long you can do that for.
And then I will pass turn to you.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. I don't want to see that. This is actually a little bit spooky. A little bit spooky, Colin.
Got some beats headed your way.
Yeah.
Beats by Gallo.
Beats by Gallo.
He's a legend too. That's the crazy part. Yeah.
Is he? Oh, he's legendary. That's wild.
Could be an interesting commander.
No doubt. Oh, shit, dude. I feel like, okay, hang on. I have 5, 10, 15, 20. This is a 5-turn clock, but then you're going to have to pay 1 life, then 2 life. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, hang on. I need to do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, you can't actually kill me with this before you die. Obviously, you can stop paying the upkeep whenever, but maybe I don't have to be that reactionary. I'll pass to you.
Okay, tap, upkeep, draw. I take 1 on the upkeep, go into my main 1.
Yep, you can put a counter on it.
Good call. We'll pay 3 for a noble benefactor.
Ooh, I was thinking about this guy too.
Um,
Interesting. That's a dangerous card.
Very much.
What are you
so,
looking
it
for?
is.
What are you looking for, Colin? Are we playing the same deck accidentally?
It seems pretty similar so far. I'll go to combat and swing in with Gallow Braid.
Okay, I don't think it's worth blocking at this point in time, so I'll take the 5.
Okay. I'll pass turn there.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I'm playing island. Not what I wanted at all. Pass to you.
Interesting. I'll untap, upkeep, add a counter, take 2. Draw, main 1. Interesting. Combat, I'll swing in with the noble benefactor and the Gallow Braid.
I will block the benefactor and take 5.
Okay. So we each get to search our library.
Yeah, search your library for a card and put that into their hand. Interesting. I am 120% taking. I think this is just the best one. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this and shuffle.
Okay, my second main, I am going to play another noble benefactor.
Sure.
And then
How hard does Colin dip into the well of aggression?
I'm going to... This is a tough one, actually. Because you probably got a counter spell. But I think I have to try for it. I'm going to tap, sack the Suvaltine for 2.
Gallow Braid number 2.
Morphin.
Sacrificing your old Gallow Braid because they're legendary.
Play Morphin.
Oh, it's the... Oh, shit. They're just like... Are they just like buddies?
Twinsies. One's got hair, one's bald.
Oh, because I saw this guy. I didn't realize he was legendary. Huh.
Do you have a response?
No.
Really? Okay. Pass turn to you. I thought
I
you
do
would
not.
definitely get a Force of Will.
End of your turn, I will Vampiric Tutor.
Okay.
This is so hard. I think I have to do this. I can't take hits from these. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this card here and shuffle, 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 and then put it on top. And I paid my 2 life, right?
Yep.
Yes, I did. Okay. All right, and we'll go untappy, unkeepy, and draw the card I just vamp tutored. I will go to main 1 and play a City of Brass. Okay. Dangerous land, indeed. But you're tapped out. If you have Force of Will, I'm gonna shit myself. Well, if you have Force of Will, I'm dead. So whatever. I guess it is what it is. I will cast for 1 black, taking a damage from Brass. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. I will cast a card I got from Tempest. Oh. It's a lot better in other circumstances, but I'm going to cast Living Death.
Oh, okay.
So exile all, basically we exile all creatures in our graveyards, and then each player sacrifices all the creatures on the board, and then you put the creatures that were exiled from the graveyard onto the battlefield. Okay. So
I don't think
your board's swept.
Yeah, I don't have any creatures.
You have no creatures in graveyards, so you're not getting anything. Okay. I'm going to be getting just the Ashen Ghoul. Okay. But you do get the Rook Egg token at the end of my turn. Okay. Unfortunately, and then, because the Rook Egg is obviously going to die.
Sorry, these are removed from game or put into the owner's grave?
No, these get sacrificed. All creatures on the battlefield get sacrificed.
Okay. Oh, I need my enemy dead back. So you get those guys. The Noble Benefactor dies, so we do look for cards.
And the Noble Benefactor dies, so we do look for cards. That's correct, yeah. So we're going to go looking through the deck for another card. God, I wish I had more mana. I think I'll grab that, but I just want to double check. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. All right, shuffle. You're tapped out, and I'm going to take advantage of that by... Oh, no. This is really tricky. Pass to you.
Interesting. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I think I am going to move to combat and attack with the bird.
Seems reasonable. I'll take 4.
Cool. And on second main, I'm going to cast Flux.
Interesting choice.
Does it resolve?
It does resolve, yes. Okay. Yes, it resolves.
Priority. I'm going to bin Urborg Justice, Justice.
Not doing much for you. Those are the only 2?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I'll bin Song of Blood, Rook Egg, Catacomb Dragon.
Oh my god. Holy. Top 4 cards of the ordering for each creature card for this way. All creatures that attack this turn. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, I'll bin 4.
Draw 3, you draw 4. I'll play...
This is a crazy fucking game, dude.
I'll play Bottomless Vault.
What the heck is this? Oh, storage on black?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will just pass turn to you.
At the end of your turn, I will pay 1 blue mana and cast Mystical Tutor. To resolve?
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. I will be... Like 2 blue decks. Does it resolve? Does it resolve? Does it resolve? You may be unhappy to see this, but I'm going to pick up another... And put on top of the deck, obviously. Another copy of Living Death.
Oh, fuck.
I will be putting that back on top.
Oh my
and
god,
going
you
to
have such a stacked graveyard, too.
I untap, upkeep, draw. It could be anything, Colin. Could be anything.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
Day 1, I'm gonna play Gemstone of Mine. I'm going to tap Diamond Valley and sacrifice Ashen Ghoul for 1 life.
Oh my god.
To gain 1 life. And you know what? I think we're gonna go 1, 2. If you have the counterspell, you have the counterspell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cast Living Death.
Cool. Resolves.
In response to my Living Death, I will Tormod's Crypt your graveyard.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it.
Okay, so the bird gets sacked. Your graveyard's exiled, and I'm gonna get all the creatures back from my graveyard.
Yikes. I'm surprised you didn't wait to sack for a Rook, but...
I wanted to get the extra body. Alright, I can do that on any turn. Mana War is mandatory, so I need to target.
So you bounce the bird?
The bird's No, the bird gets sacked. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to bounce one of the creatures I got. We'll just bounce the Rook Egg. Yeah, with that, I'll go to combat and I'll swing with the Ashen Ghoul for 3. Has haste.
Okay.
Pass to you. See if you can get out of that.
Add a counter. Keep draw. Main 1. Man. Pay 3 to Flux. I'm gonna pitch Diabolic Tutor, Swamp, Gravedigger.
Okay. I will pitch Ashen Ghoul, Rook Egg.
Oh my god, so many Rook Eggs. You probably didn't have to have 4 Rook Eggs in your deck. I feel like it's a pretty easy cut.
You never know, man. You never know. You gotta make sure you get them, you know?
Okay, so I draw 4, you draw 3.
Yeah, draw 3. But I will be stacking them so it goes Ashen Ghoul, Rook Egg. Okay.
Play a Swamp.
Sure. Oh, Flux would be in the graveyard.
4, 3, 6. No, I think you got it unless I can gain health.
I mean, you need a creature.
Yeah.
But even then, yeah.
4. Yeah, I'm 1 mana off from getting enough blockers. So yeah, you got it, dude.
Damn. Well, because yeah, my next turn I was going to Diamond Valley the Rook Egg, and then be able to then activate Ashen Ghoul from the graveyard for 1 mana and bring it back. I also had another Mana War in case you had a blocker.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, I was pretty hooped. The like 3 tutors you got. Spelled
Yeah. Well, it was all it's living death, man.
Tutors.
Technically, you gave me 2 tutors, which really helped. But all right, man. Game 2.
Yeah, good game. Okay, so I think this is probably okay to switch some stuff around. We didn't necessarily have a bad game, we just I was a little scared to play Gallowbraid sooner because he might have had a counter, but it turns out he doesn't seem to have a lot of counters. So I probably could have won that if I just played the Gallowbraid like a turn earlier, or maybe 2 turns earlier. Anyways, I think it's fine. All I really did was take out the Urborg Justices. Even though I really like the card, they weren't going to be doing a lot for us. I also took out the Forget because the Fluxes seem to be doing enough work there. I put in a Chill because he's playing red and now I can make the joke. And then I also put in some blue Elemental Blasts. Not that I suspect anything beyond Rook Egg so much, but you know, it's just easy 1 mana counters. It also enables my Force of Wills a little more often as well by just having more blue cards in. So hopefully that'll work out. But yeah, game plan's not really changing up much. We'll just see how it goes. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, maybe should have put my own tutors in, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. See you guys in game 2.
All right, that went better than expected. We actually got to do the Living Death combo. It only took 2 of our Living Deaths to do it. It really did help, I will say, that Colin was playing cards that basically facilitated our strategy, because we were able to discard the cards we didn't need and also get to tutor out the cards we needed as well. So Colin's deck actually kind of helped us in that regard, so we'll see if he takes those cards out in the sideboard. But yeah, being able to just like discard cards out of our hand is exactly what we want to be doing this game. I actually went up to 63 cards because I just didn't know what to cut. But we brought in 2 Memory Lapses and the Force of Will just to fight through his counter spells. Force of Will in particular is really good because we want to make sure our combo goes off, and now that we know he's on blue and playing counter magic, it's going to be useful to have in our hand. We brought in the 3rd Tormod's Crypt as well because he's playing black and he has some reanimation stuff of his own. So having a 3rd Tormod's Crypt will actually be quite useful. Yeah, as far as stuff we took out, I took out the Rook Egg because, you know, Colin said I don't need 4. So you know what? We'll listen to him there. And we took out a Vision's Charm and a Song of Blood. So yeah, I mean, it's not as much self-mill with these cards, unfortunately, but I didn't know what else to cut. I have a very hard time cutting cards, in case it wasn't already apparent. But we're going to see if we can wrap this up in game 2, and we're on the clock, so wish me luck. All right, game 2. You may notice my deck actually went up in cards.
Oh,
like 63 now instead of 62.
Is it worth it? Get your red elemental blasts in there.
Yes, it was it was everything. I didn't know what to cut. It's impossible.
Oh my gosh. I will elect to go first.
All right, you're gonna go first. That's fair. Good luck, man. We'll see how this turns out. Alrighty, you keep it?
I'll keep.
All right, I am gonna mulligan.
Okay.
Because this is again another 1 mana hand. I don't know what's okay. This has cards in it. This is now a 5 mana hand. Sure, I guess I'll keep this, and I'll put 1 to the bottom.
Okay.
All right, your move. Good luck.
I'll move to main 1 and cast an Eben Stronghold and pass to you.
Cast is land. What a
Cast.
pro. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Don't like seeing that. We're gonna go with an island and pass to you.
You can tap, add a counter. Or no, this is the sacrifice one, my bad. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I will play Island, and then I'll cast a Soul Ring.
Oh god. All right, sure.
And then I'll pass turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. I won't even say it. I'll play a swamp and pass to you.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I will play. I'll play an Ancient Tome.
Ooh, you got an ancient
Yeah.
tomb. A tome would be a book,
Oh,
Colin.
sorry.
A tomb is a
Oh.
different thing altogether.
I'll pass turn there.
That's a good fucking land.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's a
sweet.
good land. It is very painful though.
Oh yeah, no.
You have to be
take some
careful.
beats, for sure.
But it is soul ring dot land. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Not a lot happening here. I'm gonna play a mountain and pass to you.
Cool.
I got my Tron help. Grix's Tron.
Main 1, playing.
The art on these lands
Island.
though, eh?
I know, I really like it.
I feel like we're impressed every
Yeah.
set that comes out. They're like, ooh, new land.
Pass turn to you.
All right. Jeez, what is happening? Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, swippity swamp. And you know what? I'll be the first to move. You can counter my spell. Rook egg.
I'll pay 1 and blue elemental blast it.
You're gonna blue elemental blast my rook egg after it resolves, right? You're gonna blue elemental blast after it resolved and it's on the battlefield.
No. It's out of here. It's countered. Not letting this shit happen again.
All right. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, thank God. Main 1, I'll play swamp. Then 1, 2.
Oh, you needed the black mana.
3, 4, 5 to play Gallowbraid.
That is a really fast claw.
Then I'll pass the turn to you.
Hang on a sec.
Oh, you might have a Force of Will. That's true.
Yeah, I can't let that resolve.
And a Memory Lapse, a double counter for it. Okay.
Double countered. Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have a clean way of dealing with it. That's the issue.
It's good to know.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Fuck off deck. Main 1, Diamond Valley, and I guess pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1, I'll pay.
Is this the flying one now? I swear
4
to God.
mana, have 1 floating for a Necrotog.
Oh, Necrotog. Okay, sure. That's fine.
And then I'll pass turn to you.
How many Necrotogs do you open, Colin? Out of curiosity. Okay. Untap,
Just say we
upkeep,
have some
draw.
hungry hippos on this team.
Oh no. Main 1, I'll play a swamp and pay 3. And let's bounce that back to your hand.
Okay.
I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. It's getting interesting now.
5 cards in hand. You're telling me you don't have anything?
1, 2, 3. Play a Necrotog.
Sure.
And then I'll play 1, 2, 3 to play Flux.
Ooh. Okay, sure. What are you
I'm gonna
discarding?
discard a Necrotog and a Bottomless Vault.
Alright, I'll be discarding a swamp and drawing a card, I guess.
Cool. I will draw 3.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no. Okay.
Sweet. And then I'll pass turn there.
Sure. Untap, upkeep, draw. Of course not. Main 1. You have 2 colorless mana. You probably have a Force of Will. Let's see the Force of Will, I guess. I'll pay 1 black and cast Reanimate, targeting your Gallowbraid.
It resolves. Go for it.
Wow. Okay, you need to give that to me. I'm gonna take 5. I got 1 Reanimate, Colin. A single Reanimate. I wish I got one.
Reanimate.
Pretty good. We'll go to combat and I'll swing in for 2.
I'll block with the Necrotog.
Sure.
And I'll eat a Necrotog.
Sure. with that, I will pass to you.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Morphin.
I will pay 2 mana and I will Memory Lapse Morphin.
I'll force of will that memory lapse.
Ooh, alright. Be that way. You take your life, my friend. Sounds good. A little counter war there. You love to see it.
And I'll pass turn to you.
Untap, upkeep, pay a life for the Galabrade. Draw for turn. Main 1. Cry into my soup because I have no mana. I actually discarded the swamp I needed. It's tragic.
You need more mana?
I need more mana. Combat, swing for 5.
I'll block. Morphin.
Really? Alright, we'll trade, I guess. And pass to you. I did not expect that.
Right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1.
I guess Necrotog can get big.
I will pay 2 floating 1 to animate dead Morphin.
Oh, okay, fine. At least he's just a 4/4, you know? He's just a 4/4.
It's a 4/4. He's a kind of a crappy Sankir.
It's a really bad finger vampire.
And then I'll...
Where's your animate dead? Went to the graveyard.
Oh. Oops. My bad. In combat, I will swing the Necrotog at you, though.
For
Yep.
1? Okay.
And I'll pass turn.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. I mean... It's not the worst. I guess we're gonna do that. Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3 and cast Recall X1.
Okay.
Resolve.
Are you bringing back? Reanimate, probably? Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm not actually... I'm gonna discard Clockwork Beast and draw back to my hand Mana War.
Interesting, okay.
I actually don't know if that's the right answer. Let me think about this. You have 2 cards in hand. Do you have a counter spell? I could reanimate. Actually, hang on a sec. Yeah, let me think. Could reanimate this to block your stuff. Then I go down to 6? You're very close to killing me with Necrotog at that point. Right now, but this time, if I don't do it, then I'm taking 5, 6. I'm pretty much... Nah, you know what, actually? I'm going to discard Catacomb Dragon.
Oh, damn. Okay.
And I'm going to get back Reanimate. If I can fucking find it. And then I'm going to pay 1 and Reanimate.
The Catacomb Dragon?
The Catacomb
Okay.
Dragon. Paying 6 life.
Damn, okay.
And that's as deep as I want to go. I'll pass to you.
Right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. Play Mishra's Factory.
Okay, that sucks for me, but yeah.
Going to combat.
Sure.
Pay 1 for the Mishras.
It has
Oh,
something
really?
sequence.
Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll attack with both the boys.
Right, I will block the Morinfin. Oh, do you have to pay the 1 life for the Morinfin,
Oh, yeah.
by the way?
Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. So Catacomb Dragon will half his attack.
Oh, shit, right. I didn't think about that. Yeah, sure. I fucked up.
Okay. Necrotog just for 1?
Yep. Necrotog's not gonna
Okay.
eat.
Okay.
And then I'll pay for another Necrotog.
Oh,
Pass
fuck,
turn.
okay. So both of these are deadly. That's lovely to know. Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Interesting. Main 1. This is not a good card to have right now.
Is it greed?
Yeah, it's
I
greed.
definitely thought about putting greed in this deck.
Yeah. Oh no. How many creatures in your graveyard here? 1, 2.
Oh no. Oh, I see what's
you have
going
3.
on.
Do you see what's going on, Colin? Can you see that far in the future?
Buried alive.
Yeah. I'm gonna diamond. Oh, actually, it doesn't make any sense. I need this in the right order. Let's go combat. I'll swing in for 4.
Okay.
Main phase 2. I will sack the Catacomb Dragon to Diamond Valley, gaining 4, and then I will pay 5 mana exact and get countered and cry to Living Death.
Cool. Yeah. Resolves.
Resolve? Okay, so the Necrotugs get sacked. The other creatures come back from your graveyard. I get my Catacomb Dragon and my Rook Egg and my... This is why this is in this deck. My Mana War enters the battle. And my Mana War will bounce the Gallow Braid.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And pass to you.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, add a counter.
Yeah, pay a life.
Pay a life. Draw, main 1. Pay 2, 3 for a Royal Assassin.
It's a good one. Yep.
And then I think I'll pass turn there.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I will play an island. And I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and cast the Clockwork Beast.
Okay.
Comes into play with 7+1/+0 counters on it. At the end of any combat in which it assigned or attacked or blocked, remove a counter, and then I can basically put the counters back on it, but can never go back up higher than 7.
But buy back lost counters for a mana. Interesting. It's a weird one.
It is a weird one. It's a 7/4 for 6. 6 colorless too. I swing out, take 4. Kill me with the Royal Assassin. Yeah, Royal Assassin's gonna be a thorn in my side. I'm gonna pass to you.
Okay, untap, upkeep, add a counter, take 2.
Damn. You could just let it go, Colin. You don't need to, you know.
Fuck, this is really interesting. Am I
This
ever
is a
glad I
tight
put
one.
this card in?
This is a tight one. I'm glad that the Morinfin attack punt didn't actually do. It wasn't super
Yeah,
powerful.
it's kind of tough though, because in some ways it's better if he dies right now. But
Yeah, that awkward moment. None of your black removal works because it targets non-black sword.
no, it's I don't have any of those in my deck. It's all
Right.
You get to choose what to sack. With the Rook Eggs is also not
that's
good.
true. Oh yeah, target player sacks a creature. Yeah, makes sense.
Not too sure how to get around this. That Catacomb Dragon is like MVP right now.
It's doing work. I'm actually pretty impressed with it.
I'm just gonna go to combat and attack with more.
Okay, so you want him off the field, which is understandable. You're paying a lot of life. Sure, I'll block.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I take 5, go to 4. Doesn't seem very good either. Could have attacked with the Noble Benefactor. We could have got free cards, Colin.
Yeah, but I'm gonna extort my hand size as much as I can right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a Gallow Braid.
Ooh, okay.
And then I'm going to pass turn to you, sir.
Gallowbraid's interesting because he bounces off the dragon. So, interesting stuff. The end of your turn, I will Diamond Valley the Rook Egg. Get my Cacaw.
Get your caca.
And then I will untap, upkeep, draw. It's not bad. Main 1. It's actually fairly decent. Yeah. I'll go to... Oh, that could be a really big punish, though. Whatever. We play risks here in Filthy Casuals. We'll go combat. I will swing with the Clockwork Beast. Oh, you have Royal Assassin up. Actually, sorry, hang on. I forgot about Royal Assassin. Yeah, I forgot that he's not summoning sickness right now. Yeah, I have to do this now then. I will pay 3 before combat. Apologies. And Mana War the Royal Assassin.
Okay.
And then we'll go to combat, and I will swing in with the guys for a lethal amount of damage.
Gallobraid, it's gonna go there for sure.
Okay. It has flying.
Oh, it has flying.
You can't block the 2 flyers.
Yeah, I guess I'm taking 8 then. Shoot. Yeah.
Okay. Trade.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That feels bad.
Pass to you. Pass to you.
Untap.
Yeah, the Mana War top deck was very, very good.
Yeah, I think you got me. It sucks because I just drew a Force of Will too.
Oh no.
I had such a good out as well. I was just a little too greedy.
Oh shit. I'm curious to know what that was after.
I mean, I'll play it now. 1,
Sure.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to play
Ooh.
Dredges of Sorrow. Destroy X target non-black creatures. Draw X cards. So X being 3. So kill your Mana War. Your Mana War is in your bird. And I draw 3.
It's pretty good. Some big mana play. And you also take 2 damage from the ancient tomb. Don't forget, in case you're still going off.
Oh my god, I might still be alive.
Really?
What's
the hell did you get?
What's the play?
Never say never, Colin.
Wow. Oh my god. Okay. I got a swamp. I animate dead Manowar to bounce your catacomb dragon.
Wow. You didn't play a land this turn either, eh? Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking got 'em, boys. I punted too. I could have Diamond Valleyed the egg. Question is, do I want to do it now? This gets bounced. Yeah. I mean, I get to recast it. There's not much you can do. Oh, didn't you just tell me you got a force, or was you were speculating you may get a force will, or maybe you got a force will? I don't remember. Now I'm a little worried. It's just like this is 4 free life.
Have 3 force wills.
It's true. We do technically have 3 force wills. Sure, bounces.
Okay. In combat, I'll swing at you for 2.
Take 2.
That's Jared.
Right,
Dream's alive. Thank you for playing Man of Wars.
Draw. Main 1. 1, 2. I mean, it's the least I could do when you're playing tutor spells and discard spells for me.
We're really feeding
we're gonna
each
run
other's
it.
decks. When you think about
Yeah,
it.
we are. We're supporting each other. Counter me.
Yeah, I'm gonna force will that shit.
Right.
Eating a flux. Oh, I take the 1 though, so kill myself. Fuck.
Oh no! Oh, ancient tomb.
Oh, I guess I can't.
Ancient tomb. Yes, I forgot. That's a good point.
No.
Tormod's crypt. Play with impunity.
Oh,
Fast to you.
fuck.
1 turn clock, bitch. Let's go.
Keep draw.
What a game.
I mean, there is some crazy shit I could go for. I mean, I'll go to combat and swing the noble benefactor.
Oh, I see. Tutor for something? I mean, you just tutor for the removal. The removal costs 2 mana. Give it to me. I don't think I can. Like, I would like the tutor, but the card I play will... I don't know. Sure, I'll block. Why not? Let's have fun. 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 I don't know what else is in your hand. Who knows? I want to do what my deck does, so grab this. We came here to party, Colin. We didn't come here to fucking play it safe. Are you kidding me? Grab your fucking edict and run my dragon into the ground.
Wait, I have to think about this now.
You're in main 2, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I guess you're tutoring first.
Yeah, I tutored in main 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Only 1 card. Kind of think I know what it might be. So what would be smart? I got some decent creatures. I guess on my upkeep, I will kill myself.
If you play any of those ones, yeah.
Shit. Well, the dream was briefly alive. I mean, I don't really have a choice because I need to kill it. So you have to sack a creature.
I will respond with Diamond Valley.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Sucks.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Oh, shucks. What is that card called? I keep wanting to say it's Buried Alive, but I know it's not that. Living Death.
Living Death?
It's a sweet card.
Hmm.
I must have got it. Is it a common?
No. It's a rare.
It's a fucking good card.
It's a very good card. It would be fucking stupid if it was a common. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This is perfect. Get fucked on. I'm gonna cast Vision's Charm. Now, normally this is in the deck to mill myself 4 cards. However, I'm gonna be using the last mode and say all islands are now plains.
Yeah, in response, I guess I have to counter it.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Wait, I just want to make sure. All lands of one type are basic lands of your choice until end of turn.
Oh, until end of turn?
So, yes, I choose plains and turn all islands into plains until the end of turn.
I mean, that doesn't particularly matter, because if you have it anyways, you would win. So I will save my Force of Will and not cast it for like the 5th time.
Okay. So no response to Vision's Charm. Okay. So it goes to the graveyard, and now I will pay 3, 5 and cast Living Death.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have no blue mana, so you can't cast Force of Will. And so I will crack your graveyard with Tormod's Crypt in response.
Oh, really? You're not just gonna... What are you doing?
Oh, I should have... Yeah, you're right. That was a fun. I will pass to you.
We'll untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Pay 3 mana and Flux. I'm going
You got it.
to
Dump 5.
Force of Will, Royal Assassin, Noble Beneficiary, Flux,
Sure.
Force of Will. For
I
6.
mean, yeah.
Just want to see.
But you're drawing 5, right?
No, 6. Because it counts the Flux as well.
Oh, Flux. Yep.
4, 5, 6. I mean...
Board wipes me and I cry.
The dream is alive. Maybe you should have kept that second Flux, now that I think about it.
Flux into Flux.
Soaring.
Yep.
Dark Ritual.
Okay. Uh-oh. We have like 15 minutes left. There's no way we finish game 3.
Tap for 2. Need the blue.
Sure.
Tap sack this for 2. 4. Blue.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Played Unfulfilled Desires, pay 1 life, and kill
Ooh.
myself.
Well played. In response to your Unfulfilled Desires trigger, you should tap the Ancient Tomb to do 2 damage to yourself.
Oh my god. No, it's okay. I'll die by
Oh,
my
man.
Unfulfilled Desires.
That's fair. That's fair. Unfulfilled Desires. GG, man. That was a wacky
wild
couple
one.
games. I opened 2 Living Death, and
Well, the card's great.
I'm like,
Card's great.
yeah, it's really good. But you kind of have to build around it, right? And so I was like, why don't we just build like an actual sort of like kind of combo, like really early proto combo deck? Because I mean, obviously we've done Channel Fireball before, but I'm like, yeah, Living Death. I actually rolled blue. Blue was my primary color.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. We were both on it. But then I went into the red because I literally went into red. I literally went into red just so that I could play these Song of Bloods because I have like there's very little mill right now in this format.
Right.
And so I just wanted stuff that could, and it turns out the Rook eggs, I saw the Rook egg and I'm like, wait a minute, that's perfect because if I Living Death the Rook egg on the board, I get the 4/4. So like that just combos super well. And then Diamond Valley's great because I can sack the creatures on my board to get them into the graveyard to prepare for the Living Death. And then I saw a Tormod's Crypt, and I'm like, oh shit, I could like exile your graveyard in response, and you wouldn't get anything, and it kind of worked out. Yeah, I threw the Vamp Tutor and the Mystical Tutor in, just to be able to like get into my combo better. I kept the recalls because if I accidentally mill Living Death, I need to be able to get it back in my hand. So yeah, I just built the whole deck around Living Death basically in an attempt to like get it out and get some creatures. So
I was doing the same thing but without Living Death basically.
Just like graveyard stuff.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. I think I'm surprised you didn't cut like the Ashen Cruels or like your Dread Reaper or the Hypnotic Spectre. Like seem kind of unnecessary.
The Ashen, well, I need creatures to finish the game with, right? Like I need to have creatures to put, like the creatures was the one slot I couldn't cut anymore because I was like, I need to have at least a critical mass of creatures. Otherwise, what am I milling? 18.
Oh, I had 14.
Yeah. So like I was like, I need a critical mass of creatures because I'm milling myself. I need to get creatures in the graveyard.
That's true. I guess since I was playing the Animate Deads, I'm like, I can just steal from your graveyard. And then once you had the Crypt, which really sucks that you had the Crypt in, because that really basically was like, I can't really play with my graveyard anymore.
No, yeah, it's true. And I had 2 in the main board and 1 in the side, and I brought the one in the side because I'm like, you're already playing graveyard and I want it anyways. So it kind of worked out.
Brutal, not gonna lie. That's probably one of the, because like in that first game, I basically could only steal from your graveyard because you got it out so early.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. Like I guess I'm just.
I mean, but then it helped when I had like Mana Wars, right? And you were able to get the Mana Wars to bounce my stuff.
Yeah. That dragon is nuts.
The Catacomb Dragon worked out.
annoying.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a very good card, but against certain like matchups and other creatures, it's not bad. The Mana Wars were like critical though. Because I realized I'm like, wait, if I have Mana Wars, like 2 or 3 Mana Wars in my graveyard, and I Living Death.
Oh yeah.
Even if you get a couple creatures back, they just get bounced.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Kurin. Kurin, go. No, I
Kurin
meant to say
smash.
Langang. Kurin's wrong. Langang, we got our 3-win streak. We're building it back up. Although this was a close one. This was a close one. I did win both, but it was... I honestly, Colin, I think your deck facilitated mine more than mine facilitated yours. Because, especially game 1, those fluxes are like exactly what I want in my deck, like to be able to do that effect. And getting the tutors off with those creatures, I'm like, oh great, I can just tutor my combo piece.
In hindsight, those tutors aren't as good, but I don't know. I thought it would be like fun to try it out.
I actually considered playing the tutor in my deck because I'm like, Colin can grab whatever he wants, but if I can get my combo piece, I can win, right? So I don't think they're bad per se, but yeah, against a combo deck.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's like, imagine if I was playing Channel Fireball and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll tutor my channel out. Yeah. But yeah, it was a close match. I get to go into Stronghold next with a win, so that's nice.
I'm happy that I do get the Wheel of Fortune for this set, though.
You do get the Wheel of Fortune for this, so it's very good. I kind of almost want
packs for once.
Packs would be good. Uncommons and common isn't bad either, because you can get stuff like Lotus Petals, which are commons, and you can get stuff like... I mean, the rare is always going to be better, because you can get, you know, whatever the fuck you want. Actually, uncommon common actually might be better, because you could get double Reanimate.
That's true. I could get almost a
which is pretty good.
And then it's just ban bait.
Ban bait. Ban bait. That's bait. But yeah, so we're going into Stronghold, and then we're going to finish it off with Exodus, I think is the last in the block. It's going to be fun. I think we're going to both have to be going through our collections and kind of our private collections and stripping through the shit cards, because I don't think... There's some cards that just we're never going to play now.
There's definitely some that are taking the back seat, for sure.
For sure. Well, I hope that everyone enjoyed watching, and big shout out to the editor who edited this video. You know who you are. You know who you are. Yeah, we are here to entertain, and we hope that you enjoyed the episode. So continue to untap, unkeep, undraw, and be inefficient. Colin, what do we like to do?
We like to tip our cards sideways. And we very much
you
could tip cards sideways with us. That's not what you said. Close enough.
Here's a tip. If you're gonna let your co-host do the outro, maybe give him a heads up so he knows what he's doing. Colin, do you have any tips?
Bonus content. My cat.
Oh, Stevens. He looks grumpy.
He is, because I just picked him up. He was sleeping the whole time. Now he's awake. Now he's
been sleeping.
hitting my computer and things are happening. Okay.
Well, you called Diamond Valley a sleeper hit earlier, and maybe Stevens is a sleeper hit.
Maybe.
But we here at Filthy Casuals are continuing to traverse the multiverse. Today we went to Rath. Fuck Dominaria. We Rath boys. Rath boys. But who knows what the future will bring. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we'll see you guys at the other side of the Weatherlight. Ciao for now.
What side are they on?
Huh?
What?